Hey traders, this is the Crypto Cowboy. Welcome to Elliott with Cafe. It's Thursday, and it's been a couple of weeks since we've done our last Bitcoin and Ethereum Elliott wave analysis. So let's kind of get back at it and take a look and see where we are. So we are on the 17th of September, and just kind of reviewing what we talked about a couple of weeks ago. At the moment I made that video, I think Bitcoin was just kind of breaking down here, and we were in the middle of this kind of sell-off that happened, and then for the next couple of days he was just kind of moving sideways. So this is pretty much the line when we're recording. We were talking about this pullback in here as being a possible ABC correction, having at the time that this move is gonna stop at the level, or if it's going to continue lower here in a 5-wave decline. So if you want to go back and kind of review that video, we were talking about the possibility of this red count unfolding as a 1-2-1-2, where basically we're watching these two red lines in here. We're watching the degree in the second wave, and then followed by this another one back here, right? And although this second wave, it's a little bit larger compared with this wave 2 here, this primary wave 2, what's going on here is the fact that we actually haven't went longer in time compared with the decline in this first degree, this larger degree second wave. And what this kind of tells me is that this is still possible to be a very viable interpretation. I'm not really happy overall, like I've mentioned, with this second wave being so small. I could be totally wrong, and that's why I got some alternate counts that are looking at it as a possibility of this whole thing being a fourth wave, followed by a fifth and a completion on a wave 1. But just looking at it and trying to stay bullish on Bitcoin, it makes sense that it could just possibly be a 1-2 and then another 1-2 in here, and we continue much, much higher. It's a very aggressive count. I've made a video recently about, in how many ways this wave 2 here can unfold. And I'll put a link up here in the description, and you guys can see, that you can come from a very simple zigzag to a, you can get an X wave in here, and you can come back lower in another ABC to do a double zigzag or some kind of a complex correction continuing to move lower. But that hasn't happened yet. The only thing that happened so far is just a 3-wave move of the high. So I got to consider this move at this particular moment as just an ABC that kind of came over, retested the broken support, and the broken resistance, now support, and Bitcoin is trying to stage some kind of an advancement in here. And you can see that we have a little bit of a resistance. Obviously it's the level that we broke on the way down, and right now we're kind of just staying below that level. If this wants to turn back lower, it's totally fine. It would become more of a 5-wave decline, or it would become again just another ABC move to the downside, and we'll deal with it the moment that happens. The next level of support is going to be up here at about 88.60. So at the minimum, let's say if Bitcoin wants to sell off, there will be another level where we could look to possibly initiate some long entries and get into this market if we have some sort of a 5-wave confirmation of these levels. But until then, remains to be seen. Either way, if this is a 3-wave pullback in here and we're making new highs, then we're looking much, much larger than this advancement. And I think I've got some levels in here that I'm targeting. At the minimum, you can get up to about $17,000 when you're looking for 161.8 multiple of this wave 1 starting from this wave 2. So that would be a nice target up here for this third wave advance, and we'll see. I mean, we need to see a little bit more. We actually have to take out these levels up here that heavy resistance, and then try to get above this B wave high to have a confidence that we actually wave 2 low was found and it's in place. Until then, I think it could be everybody's game in here still. Is just pretty much of a sideways pattern. It is encouraging, however, that the move has not continued lower in 5 waves at this moment, because that would have been quite a heavy signal that we're actually embarking into a much larger correction. The way I was looking at it is like, hey, this is a 1, 2, 3, and I'm doing a triangle here in a 4th wave, and we're pulling back in 5. That was going to be a pretty good indication that a 3-wave pullback will follow, and then another decline lower as part of a larger C wave, which could have taken us all the way to 7,000. It can still happen. It would obviously take a little bit of a different shape, but what I'm saying is that the fact that it hasn't happened in 5 waves is encouraging for the bullish side more than for the bearish one. Again, am I totally happy with this move being so small compared with this entire advance in here? Again, I have some doubts, but that's what markets do. They're here to kind of put doubts into our mind, and that's why we have Elliott wave principle to kind of help us, guide us through that, and give us more of a solid roadmap of where the price can unfold and where you get more confidence into your account, into your roadmap going ahead. So switching from this to the pink. I presented this into the room again earlier today, and this is just a very simple, again, WX in here with the possibility that this A wave X can continue a little bit higher here to a simple ABC. We come close to this B wave highs at about 12,000, and then we roll back over and we start to do a larger decline. The alternate, obviously, it's on the red. I had this at a 1-2-1-2. This is just more of a primary wave, intermediate wave 1 with an intermediate wave 2 here finished at these levels, and we're starting to stage an advance. But for that, I need to see more of an impulsive move of these lows, guys, going to a 1, 2, 3, some kind of a 4th wave and a 5th wave, kind of going back in here. I'll show you that, and let me find it. Actually, I don't think I have it counted. They might be in Ethereum. But basically, looking from these lows, we're looking at this as being a wave 1, a flat in a wave 2, a 3rd wave in here, followed by possible 4th wave triangle, and then one more move up here in 5, and that would be a 5-wave advance off the lows, followed by a 3-wave decline, and then continue to move much higher. So that's kind of near term what we're watching to see how that develops. So that's pretty much in Bitcoin. Going and taking a look at the amazing here. I was talking in the last video a couple of weeks ago about having a possible failure up into these lows and a climb back up higher above this 21-day moving average, and we are now above it. But we're still below this 50-day moving average, and we're kind of trapped between 50 and 200. And every time something like this happens, there's a chance that this move can continue sideways, and just it's just not very, very confident to put too much money at work following these conditions. You can get you can get a turn of this thing lower. We can start to kind of get into a pinch in here if we continue to move more sideways. So I want to see this market overtake this 50-day moving average, and then for this thing to kind of change the slope a little bit higher, and then tell us that we're still pretty solidly in this uptrend, and we're going to continue to make new highs in Bitcoin. But there is a little bit of a signal in here that the market, it's still cautious about everything. So that's that. And then on the candles here, we're pulling back on the monthly. We're still watching this beautiful formation in here as a bullish engulfing on the monthly chart as our primary signal here for staying with the trend. And since then we've had a couple of 1, 2, maybe 3 months of a bullish price action, couple of them that are a little bit bearish, but nothing very significant yet to tell us now you're about to return to a much lower level. So we're still we're still elevated in here, and this is continues to be promising. And as you can see up here on the weekly charts as well, you've tried to fail, and then we kind of pierced it back, and now we're pushing a little bit higher. So it's important for the bullish sentiment that we take the top of this candle back in here. So that's why we got to get back above that 11,130, 11,140, and continue to move up higher below 11,400. Stick our heads back there. This will be a failed move, and then we can break to new highs. Until that happens, you can actually roll back over. So it's important that we overtake the body of this candle. It's what I'm reading from this weekly charts. Okay, let's go and take a look at Ethereum. So on the last look in Ethereum here, sorry, that was Ripple, but I'll come back to this chart in a second. Let me just kind of take you guys to my yellow. So on this one, on my last video on Ethereum, actually we were looking at it under the blue count interpretation there, and what we've had was the price of Ethereum was somewhere up into these levels when we were talking, and I was looking at this level here to hold and to see what kind of reaction we're getting. Well, we broke below it, and we came, but it was not extremely sustained. As you can see right now, we're kind of back above those levels in Ethereum. And there was a possibility of this being just a simple ABC here for some sort of a flat. It would continue continuation move higher. This can still remain as a flat for a second wave as I have it up into the yellow count that I was kind of starting with. So as you can see here, I have my wave 1 top back in here. I have this as an A, I have that as a B, and then this is a C. For a simple expanded flat that goes in a 335, kind of coming to these lows, we finished the move into 3312. That's the bottom of the wave 2, and then we're the beginning phases of a larger advance. The alternate count, as you can see that I have it up here, is the fact that that's a wave 1 top, just as I have it under blue count, and this is wave A, and that's your wave B, and then we're looking for a wave C decline, or a 1 and a 2, and then a further drop in there. So kind of going back to that blue count, that's kind of how that would look. We found a big wave 1 top in here, that's a wave A, and then we're looking for a pullback here into this 411. We continue to stay bullish on Ethereum for right now because the movement is not entirely complete. As you can see up here on this empty chart, we're looking at a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for third, triangle in fourth with a push in fifth. That is an encouraging kind of price action. And you know, guys, you can trade this. I mean, you can come into the room. We kind of sent a signal out and in a commentary that this is more than likely a fourth wave, and we're looking for another fifth. And as long as you have your stops back here, you can actually enjoy a fifth wave move to the upside. I mean, it's not much, but you can get about a $20 move with the $5 stop. It's not a bad idea to get into something like that. When you kind of spot it on the charts, but you just got to be on top of it, and you got to know the patterns and how they unfold, so you can have your risk rewards in your favor. But if this is a 5-wave move, the lows, that's encouraging for the bullish side, because you're going to get a 3-wave corrective pullback, and you can continue to break up higher. Yeah, this could be an A, and you can have a B and a C, or it can be some sort of a complex move. That's why it's important that you're kind of going back, looking at this and say, well, could this be a wave B top? And, going to a 3-hour chart, we're looking at it as, hey, what if this whole thing is, again, just an A, B, and then C in here, right? And that's your W, and then you have your 3-wave correction in an X, and then you're doing another A, B, C. But see, it's still pushing higher. You're still going to get close to 411, maybe 415 before this whole thing decides that it's time to roll over. So there's a little bit of trading that could be done up into those levels. But I'm watching this 411. We'll see if we get a failure. If the market says, no, I'm done, and we're going to fail, then that's the market's decision, not mine, and we're just going to have to, go with it. All right, but that's kind of how I'm reading the price back into these levels. Overall, I want to stay bullish on Ethereum. I think it's a great market to be involved in. And if this is just a simple, just a simple expanded flattening, and we continue to push up to new highs, this thing can get up to $1,000 in no time. And it's something interesting to watch. We'll see. All right, kind of going and taking a look also at the MAs. I was looking at, in a couple of weeks ago, right, in the video, I was looking at this 50-day moving average to kind of offer support. We broke through it, but now we're just breaking back above it. It actually offers resistance back here a little bit. So, but this is still in an up slope. And it's important to stay with the trend. The trend is up since these levels, and if the market wants to correct, lower, I think that somewhere up into these levels where the 200 is, they're probably going to meet at some point. If that's going to be just a B and you're going to get a C in here through a simple zigzag, there'll be some good opportunities to buy some Ethereum here for a longer term advancement back into these levels. Right now, it's still a little bit dangerous, but it could pan out. So again, thank you guys for watching, Bitcoin and Ethereum wave analysis. If you want to get more of a, in-depth look at the charts and altcoins and some of the other stuff we're watching, gold and oil and the S&P 500, Forex, Euro dollar, the dollar index, I present multiple charts into the Pro Room every single day and daily video commentaries, and then, it's an amazing kind of community that we have over there, where we talk about markets and about Elliott wave in general, and you can pick up a lot of knowledge just by being part of it, even for a couple of months, and then you can be on your way and you can learn a lot. But again, if you want to give us a try, there is a link below the videos. They will take you to the Telegram channel, and there is a trial available for a couple of weeks. If not, I'll see you guys again in a couple of weeks, or maybe in about 6-7 days with some other educational video about Elliott wave that we like. So thank you guys again for watching, and subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget, so we can rise up our content and more people can find us and enjoy learning Elliott wave. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you later. Bye bye.